So I literally came down here, right? Uh, and I had this idea to do this particular exercise in mind because I seen somebody on YouTube doing it, and they were talking about what specific muscle groups and so on and so forth that it actually helps. And I was like, you know what? I need to do that for myself because I want those type of results. So I came down here and I got to doing it, right? And then, just like a modern day person in America, you can't really do too much without your phone, specifically your phone and YouTube or some type of social media or something like that. So I go on the YouTubes and I'll just scrolling and clicking around or pressing around. And I came across Sideline Talks, and he made a video about how VR helped Jayden Daniels take over the NFL. And I'm about 7 minutes and 39 seconds in, and then it hit me to just be like, you know what, this is like what he's saying is connecting points to what I said in the last video about gamifying, at least for me, but I can share my points on the video. I suggest checking it out if you're into self-development concepts. You don't have to necessarily be into sports. Jayden Daniels is the Washington Commanders quarterback. I've never said, to my knowledge, I've never said that team's name until just now. But yeah, so what happened is some coaches came up with a training program to help Jayden Daniels. But the thing is not to put too much onus on VR. The thing about it is that he was able to get more reps in. He was able to boost his experience with a tool that is VR. And just like most things that are outside of ourselves, most, no, I don't know if I want to phrase it like that because people like to take things and flip them, play telephone with them. And then a lot of people's understanding of life and the world is so narrow. So you got to be mindful of what you say because somebody's going to take their limited understanding and apply a filter to it. So, but I'll say a lot of things outside of yourself are tools, not people. People don't count. For the sake of the topic. But just like the internet, VR, AI, all tools. You can use those tools to help maximize your experience. So with Jayden Daniels, he was able to maximize the amount of reps, also add more elements that you can't really get with people because you could only go so fast. You can only go as fast as you're aware with your human body. So what he was able to do was put on the VR set, get a high level of reps and experience, and train your mind and your reaction and your body and your brain to assess things, to overall improve abilities that he has now, but just make them more smooth. I kind of equate it to like to like film almost, as far as like frame rate. Is like your experience matches the frame rate. It's like the more experience, aka the more frames you have, the smoother it is overall. So it's like you could be 120 frames per second, or you can be 16 frames per second. And because he's been putting himself through this alongside the coaches, shout out the coaches, I don't remember their names, but you can refer yourself to this video. I already said it. I'll probably have the name of the video in the description, or I think I could probably put a link to it. But because of this system that the coaches put together in Jayden Daniels being receptive to it, he's been able to basically just level up. And then, like I said, with the analogy of the frames, he's been able to develop a smoother game. Also because they can 2x the speed of the scenarios. It's kind of like the what's that room in the X-Men house? It's like you got the war room and he's running through scenarios through the VR. Regardless of if it's real life or not, it can increase your reaction time and things, and your reaction speed mentally. You do have to close the gap between how fast you think and how your body reacts, because you can think faster than you actually are capable of moving. But that's where good training comes in to narrow that gap. And so yeah, I was just sitting here just working out, and I was like, yo, this is the sidebar. This is the perfect opportunity to just get the Osmo, set it up while I'm working out, and just share my thoughts on this excellent addition to a point that I made before. But yeah, I'm only 7 minutes and 39 seconds in, but I was inspired to do this. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to this workout and listen to the rest of this video. Yo. All right, so I got a little bit closer to the end of the video, but it definitely just emphasized some points that I spoke about in a much shorter time. But I mean, if you're not a sports person, you'll have to translate the sports references into a medium that you can understand. Or if you know somebody who's interested in sports and also interested in something that you're interested in, have the conversation of being like, oh, how would you translate these concepts into fashion, into cars, into whatever it is that you're interested in? A big thing is, the big separator is the amount of work that you put in. Like the amount of work that Kobe put in, the amount of work that Jordan put in, Tiger Woods, all the greats, Serena Williams. Anybody who's at a high tier that we see, not the people who get their careers paid for, but just like the people who, Drew Barrymore, who else? Like Scorsese, Prebu Deva, my guy. I hope to meet that guy one day. Just so many people. Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5 is like the Silvers. All right, but if you have to do more, you have to get your reps up. It's like if you want to get bigger in the gym, you have to do more, either more weight or more reps. It just can't be the same thing that you've been doing. You either have to do more or something different. But main idea is like, for growth, you have to gain experience. And that's like getting reps and repetitions in of whatever it is that you're trying to perfect. Like if you, like I just made last night, right? Back to back, in between the hours of like 11 and 2 a.m., I made a banana bread loaf and a sweet potato cake. I will definitely put some pictures in of it. They came out fire. I will say with the banana bread that it did come in one of those bags, but I added the bananas. But the way that I finessed the bananas, I think really made a difference. And also, I wish, something that I will do next time is I gotta add like the walnuts or something like that. Because I was having it, I was like, you know what, there's something missing. And I do like the walnuts or whatever they be putting in the banana bread. I like that. But I'll show y'all a picture of that. But it's just like, if you want to perfect something, you just have to do more reps. Like when doing this, this is not a lot of weight. Like on both sides, it's 25 on each side. I don't really count the bar ever, unless if I'm in an actual gym. I'm just at my crib and they have a gym in They have a gym in the building, like a nice little spot. But I do this for form, to make sure I get the form down and get the motion down. And then you move up to, okay, I know how to handle this. Now let me add more resistance or increase the difficulty. So I'll go from this and then I'll add more weight. But this is gonna be like an overtime thing for me, because I like to get at least 100 reps of a certain exercise, and I'll just break them down into sets of 25. That's just me. But in the night, because I have an end goal of, I'll share it. I have an end goal of wanting to currently rep 225 a decent amount of times. So, you know, you get that, or I'll say I want to rep it 25 times. So I'm starting with this, and then I'm just gonna incremental increase, just add a little bit over periods of times, and before you know it, this will go from what it is now to 225, knocking them out. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I just seen the video that delved deeper into a perspective I was sharing the other day, and yeah, there it is. Hopefully you check out the video to see what information that you can extract from that to apply to your own life, and drink some water, hydrate, and get some exercise. Y'all take it easy.